Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing Liquid Taeja, or game number 2 I should say first, of Liquid Taeja against Liquid Snute. And this is a best of 7, so we have a lot to play for still. Game 2 obviously means that one of them is one ahead. No, really. Yeah, so go watch game 1 if you haven't seen that. It's a decent game. It's not like super brilliant game, but it was a pretty nice game. Even though it lasted a little bit longer than it should have. But hey, that's sometimes the case because people just aren't sure whether they're ahead or they just want to play it safe. And yeah, that's what happens then. So anyhow, we are going to get our standard stuff out. So supply depot. Obviously the barracks are coming next, and here we're just going to produce drones and overlords. No real need to produce anything else for now. He can just sit back, chillax a little bit, and build his expansion or his spawning pool. So probably going to be spawning pool first because he doesn't know where his enemy is. Although this first overlord is going to scout that straight away. And well, we'll just have to see how that works out for them. Maybe he does know? I don't know. Anyhow, he's going to build the hatchery first. So I'm totally wrong about that. Maybe, no, this isn't a very big map. So he's not expecting aggression. But if once again the Reapers come out, he might actually be in a little bit of trouble. Because Reapers are, of course, really strong against those drone lines. Assuming that he can get there as soon as he needs to. But yeah, well, we will see. He is going to produce a Reaper. He was a little bit late on producing that refinery. Well, rather on getting the gas that he required. So it took him a few more seconds to build this Reaper. And we'll have to see if that is going to matter. For now, it seems that he is not going to send out that Reaper towards his enemy. Oh, there you go. There you go. It is going there now. And of course, Reapers, yeah, they are really good against those early game units. And we will have to see if, well, that is indeed the case here. So the queens will be out soon enough. And the queen, oh wow, he just started that. So it's going to take another 40 seconds before that's out, but he's not there yet. So the queens are awesome at taking out those Reapers. It's really hard to go up against that. And wow, actually using the ramps for once. Oh, not here, not here. Screw you. Not using ramps. So we are going to get something done here. Oh, nicely done. Yeah, he's going to have to build 2 extractors here and then probably lose the 3rd guy. Oh, no. One of them goes down at least. Now he can cancel those. Yeah, and he is going to. And well, they're just going to farm along. And now with the queens out, yeah, the Reaper has to back off. So it's a Reaper for 1 drone. And is that worth it? No, obviously it is not. The Reaper is a, well, sort of heavy investment. You do have to mine less minerals. You also have to make sure that you have a refinery up, which takes one of the SCVs off of the gas. But obviously it's not a huge investment. The cost of it is relatively low. They're like 50-50, yeah. So 50 minerals, 50 gas. It is just a matter of, yeah, you have to pull off SCVs from that mineral line. So you won't have as much to deal to produce your buildings and produce your early game units. But yeah, with a Reaper you can put on some pressure, and if you're up against someone who's not ready to defend against this, it can actually be really difficult to defend. So the queen is going to fall back to the base, and they're actually almost going to snipe one of the Reapers. But yeah, Reapers do regenerate health, so I'm not too worried about that. We are going to do once again some of the damage on that on that second expansion. But once again, the queens are coming out to defend, and once again we are going to get a roach warren up against those Hellions and against those Reapers. Roaches are awesome, but this time The Roach Warren is way later than last time, so we're going to have to see if that actually results in killing this hatchery, because it might actually result in that. It might actually just be that he loses this hatchery. Oh, last second save. Transfusion going off in a last second, well, moment, opportunity, whatever. And he healed for enough there to make sure that his enemies just backed off. But look at that, it's going so low, 300 HP left, and we either go out right now or we're not going to save it. Yeah, that is not going to save it. Transfusion's not going to be good enough to save this, and I don't think he can actually save this anymore. No, 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 he should have cancelled that and saved himself 225 minerals. But now he lost 350 minerals, because obviously it's 300 minerals for the hatchery and then 50 for the drone that you actually invest in that. So yeah, you could have saved a lot of minerals there, and I don't think there would have been anything that this little army could have done in the meantime, because that's of course the risk. If they aren't getting distracted by this this hatchery, then what else can they do? In this case, I don't think they could have done anything. And wow, the Roach taking out a big chunk of the HP there, and it's not going to matter though. The Terran units just falling back. They're going to wait, group up with their next reinforcements, and then probably going to go in for a bigger attack, hoping that yeah, well, these low health units will still do damage, because well, low health units still do the full damage. And obviously I missed another drop here. I'm so good at spotting these drops from this blue player, it is insane. So I'm going to rewind a little bit, because well, last game I said, I put it at the end of the video, I really don't want to do that, and look at that timing. Exactly the right timing. He is going to see this happen, of course, and well, we are going to get once again in here with these Hellbats. The Hellbats are going to kill the drones really quickly, so all of the drones get pulled off the line. They are, however, all still alive. Well, not all. He got 4 workers, so that's a pretty good deal. I'm not sure if that's worth it, because, well, I guess they're not really expensive. The Hellbats are pretty cheap, so it may actually just be worth it. The Hellbats are 100 minerals, and that's it. So basically, if you get 1 drone with it, it's kind of worth it already. And he got 4 drones for 3, so yeah, I guess it's worth it. So anyhow, just mining along in this base, and we are going to set up some more creep spread, because obviously creep spread is a very big part of the Zerg victory. And well, we are going to get some Widow Mines out here. Widow Mines are of course really good at just yeah, surprising people and sniping off whole groups of Zerglings and Banelings and even Mutalisks. So yeah, we will be very happy once that once those Widow Mines are in here, or are anywhere on the map really. But on the other hand, we can also just completely fill with them and just only kill like 1 Zergling with them, or even no Zerglings at all. Because if they get scouted, then it is going to be very hard to keep them alive. Because they are of course birds and they can't really move. Even if they can move, they're not really quick. And wow, so many drones, so many drones get sniped there. That's the wrong one. I wanted this one. 8 drones get killed total. So another 4 go down. I thought that there were more of them. And we are going to counterattack here with the Zerg. And the Zerg is not going to be able to do anything about the flying command center for now. Nothing to do about flying command center or medevacts that are just safely transporting the troops back to the base. So plenty of units out, but they're all ground units. And so the medevacts can safely just fly overhead and do whatever they want. Of course not over the bases. There are spore crawlers here. He does need to defend against that at some point. This base is not really under attack. That's why it doesn't have a spore crawler yet. It's too far out of the way basically. If you start attacking here, then you invite the Zerg army into your base basically, because you're completely out of position. And that is one of the reasons why people take this base. This base of course has the advantage that it's in the attack path. So if you are attacking, so like this Terran player is attacking all the time. So if he takes this base, it will be on the route that his troops take to get to the enemy base. So you basically defend it by attacking, because there's no way Zerg troops can get past here if you're attacking through this same corridor. So yeah, there's that. It makes it kind of easy to defend. And once again, getting gobbled up by those medevacts. And look at the amount of banelings that are out. A few roaches out as well. Oh man, he's just going to suicide in some of the marauders. Going to snipe quite a few of the banelings in fact. And that was actually good. That was a good choice. And yeah, because losing one marauder to like 5 banelings, yeah, that is a good trade. That is definitely a good trade. And as you can see, the banelings are going to march in, but is it going to be enough? There are plenty of bunkers out, and the bunkers are not going to go down. So no, it was definitely not enough. And we might have a counterattack here now from the Terran player. Terran player, of course, at a big advantage here now. And yeah, well, here, you can see it here. It is actually a pretty big advantage. And he is going to try to poke a little bit with his small forces. But he should really just go all in on this. Because at this point, Terran is much stronger than Zerg. And it's just that this army that is over here looks really big. But it really, yeah, it's not that big. It's not too bad. The army supply is higher for the blue player, which means that, well, he is ahead in army strength normally. Because the army supply is a pretty good measure of how strong your army is. The banelings are of course going to be awesome against these, oh my god. Yeah, the marines just getting sniped there by the banelings, and more marines on their way. They are going to get into the bunker, and in the bunker they are very, very safe. Look at that, getting a whole lot of SCV hits at least. And he did, wow, he did kill 47 SCVs there. And that is insane. Sorry, that's not SCVs. Did I really just, no, that is SCVs. Wow. So the counterattack there from the Zerg player definitely working out in the end. Just that the first few attempts, yeah, not really that good. But now we should be ahead. No, we're not actually ahead. Losing so many troops apparently. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how that actually happened. But it did happen. He's losing so many troops to just Marines, I guess. Marines are really cheap, and of course the Zerg units are cheap as well, but well, if you lose too many of them, yeah, it's not going to make up for it. Once again, getting out with those medevacts. One of the medevacts did get damaged quite heavily. And are we going to just allow this to happen? No, 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 no. We are going to pick it off. Oh, one of the medevacts might go down. And no, it's not going to go down. Oh, no, it is. There you go. Getting it. And that means that, well, his troop at least can't fully go back. But that is not really what he wanted anyway, apparently. He just wanted to fight until he got some damage done. And so many workers killed by now. On both sides, 27 to 47. But wow, 47 killed. That is an insane amount. And obviously he wants to do some more, because with those mules, the Terran can pretty much still farm up pretty nicely and can still have a lot of resources going. And that is something that you really want to prevent, because a Terran that has full resources is just very hard to beat. And they are so good at building these defenses with widow mines and tanks and just marines for the overall mobility. The tanks, of course, do crap tons of damage. The Widow Mines, although new units, are really accepted as being great units for AoE damage and for just defending certain parts of the map. Because if you spread them out, you can get a lucky shot off. Then you're really happy. If they don't get a lucky shot off, yeah, they're really inexpensive. So they're really cheap, basically, and well, it doesn't matter too much. Especially in the later game. Obviously, early game, that's a different story. So Reaper is considered to be expensive, while a Widow Mine, which costs exactly the same, is considered to be cheap. Obviously, there is a difference in their utility, also when they're being built. And wow, we are going to get out once again with the help of our medevac. Those medevacs have been doing so well, and these guys are going to get taken out. These Zerglings are not going to do anything against this large troop that's over here. And here we have more Marines, or Marine drops I should say. And yeah, the Marines just getting things done. So let's see if we can actually just get some grip on the game one way or another. I mean, both players are really just poking at each other, trying to find a weak spot, but there doesn't seem to be one. Although, well, the lack of anti-air is kind of a weak spot for the Zerg player here. Getting a few more shots off there, but he's not going to take out the all-important Spore Crawler. But with the Spore Crawler still intact, it is going to be difficult for this medevac to get anywhere close. And are we going to save these drones? They are, well, they seem to be doing fine. And Banelings. Oh, finally. The Banelings just derping around a little bit. And we are going to get some more SCV kills here. I'm not sure how many we are now. 66 and 36 for our Terran player. So really a lot of worker kills in this match. Holy crap. It is of course because of all the drops and the Banelings that are getting into this, well, this base mainly. But also once in this base. And if you can get in there with your Banelings and you can detonate 2 of them on a large group, they will all die. And that of course is exactly what happened here. So we are going to try to take out whatever is left here. The Terran player really sticking to those barracks units, even though he could definitely do well by upgrading stuff, or upgrading his army basically. But yeah, Marines, Marauders, they are great in any part of the game. So early game, mid game, it doesn't matter. They're always just very fantastic units to have. They can do a lot of damage, especially if you know how to use stimpaks correctly. And yeah, they are definitely good against this unit composition of the Zerg player. On the other hand, the Zerg player does have a very mixed unit, well, setup. I mean, he has Zerglings, he has Roaches, he has Banelings. It's just that he's lacking the power to actually kill these medevacs, and the medevacs are really what makes this army so powerful at this moment. So we're going to have to see if that, well, just if that's going to change. Oh, sorry, a lot of people like it when I have the production tab up. That's why I try to keep it open, but every now and then I accidentally close it, and that's of course not my intention. So yeah, once again we are here with a large group of Marines, and the Marines are going to, well, be chased away once again, and yeah, they are going to melt to the Banelings as well as the Roaches, and we are going to go in. The Terran player, yeah, once again with this semi-defended base, it is defended, but it's not really that defended, and he's going to lose quite a few SCVs once again. The command center goes down this time. And are we going to see any retaliation now from the Terran player? He does seem to want to chase this, and he is going to get at least an Overseer and a bunch of Zerglings. But, well, worker supply, well, significantly ahead for the red player. So our Zerg player definitely doing better here income-wise. Yeah, we are super far ahead, and of course that is because he keeps sniping that third base Well, no. Yeah, it was the third base. There is another third base up now. And it is mining heavily, but, well, that really shouldn't matter too much. Currently 83 workers killed is so much. Look at that, 661 units killed. And that is quite alright here, because it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter too much how much you lose as a Zerg player. It's how much you get for it. And of course you need to be a little bit efficient, but as you can see, even though he is pretty far behind in that units lost tab, he still has the dominance. And finally we do get the GG from our Terran player. Wow, that was a very highly contested match, and yeah, finally here those corruptors came out, and those corruptors of course should have been out way before, because these medevacts were really his only problem. If he could snipe those medevacts, those marines and marauders wouldn't have been able to escape so many times, but he did put up a pretty nice defense everywhere at all times, and yeah, kind of made it work because of that. It was a shame that he lost his early base. That's why it was so difficult to come back, or to actually, well, dominate here. But yeah, the Roachwarren, that was a little bit too late. Yeah, you have that sometimes. Just a great play on both sides. So anyway, that makes it 1-1. And I hope you enjoyed. And I will see you next time for game number 3 of a best of 7.